Ben White, Gabriel and Partey to start, Ramsdale on the bench. Arsenal's predicted 11 to play Norwich. This is a must-win game for Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta. It may be early in the season, but dropping points at home against newly promoted Norwich would seriously undermine the Gunners' boss's promise to reset after a disastrous start to the campaign. Let's go how we predict Arteta's starting 11 for the match at the Emirates. Goalkeeper, Bernd Leno. There are rumours that Aaron Ramsdale has been told that he will start the game against Norwich, but we shall see if that turns out to be the case. We've kept Leno in our team as we feel it would still be a shock to drop your number one goalkeeper just 3 games into the season. Right back, Callum Chambers. Takehiro Tomiyasu will be first choices and when he is available. There are administrative issues holding up his registration whilst, even if he is included in the matchday squad, he would have had just 2 days training with his new teammates. Cedric performed poorly against Manchester City, so the only other alternative is Callum Chambers, who has also struggled at the start of the campaign. Centre-back, Ben White. Arteta will be hoping that the return of his £50 million summer signing will improve their backline, following the 5-0 loss to City last time out. White is still finding his feet with the Gunners, but it will be hoped he will put in a better performance than we saw on his debut against Brentford. Centre-back, Gabriel Magalhaes. Along with White, the Brazilian's return to full fitness is a timely one for Arteta, and it will be hoped he can strike up a strong partnership with his English teammate. Gabriel had a strong start to last season, before getting little down in the second half of the campaign, so we shall see how he play against Norwich. Left back, Kieran Tierney, looked uncomfortable at wing-back against City, so hopefully, a switch to a back 4 will give him the chance to recapture some form. It has been a rather disappointing start to the campaign for Tierney, who has looked rather shaky defensively, but that could be said for most of his teammates as well. Centre midfielder, Albert Sambi Lokonga. The Belgian did not feature in the heavy defeat to City, so he was always a strong contender to start the match versus Norwich anyway. With Granit Xhaka suspended and Mohamed Elneny injured, it means Lokonga will be in the lineup, and he could get an extended run in the side. Centre midfielder, Thomas Partey. The Ghanaian international's importance to the team has only increased during his absence, following 3 woeful league performances. Partey's first objective is to stay fit. The 28-year-old has been rather injury-prone since his arrival at the Emirates, and fans would like to see him play more than a few games in a row. Attacking midfielder, Martin Odegaard. The Norwegian had a good international break, and he will be keen to bring that form back with him to club level for Arsenal's fixture this weekend. Odegaard is the club's main playmaker, and he will be tasked with breaking down Norwich's backline, something that should be relatively straightforward considering the Canaries have conceded 10 in 3 league matches. Left wing, Bukayo Saka. The winger is the Gunners' key player despite having only recently turned 20. Arteta does have other options who can play on the left wing with Ivorian star Nicolas Pepe. But the England international's consistency makes him one of the first names on the team sheet. Striker, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. The captain and the club's main goalscorer will be crucial if Arteta is going to get his first league win of the season under his belt on Saturday. Aubameyang was isolated against City as the Gunners had very little of the ball, but he should get a lot more joy versus Norwich. Right wing, Nicolas Pepe. If Smith Rowe is missing due to illness, Nicolas Pepe will be an only option to play in right wing position. He needs to take a chance and show he deserves to play in the first team regularly. What do you think about this lineup to play against Norwich City? Leave your comment below video if you have any ideas about this lineup. Mikel Arteta sends message to Thomas Partey over his Arsenal role this season. Mikel Arteta has urged Thomas Partey to take on the responsibility of becoming one of Arsenal's leaders this season. The Gunners will be welcomed by the return of the Ghana international against Norwich City on Saturday, having made a nightmare start to the 2021-22 season. With 3 defeats from 3 and no goals scored, Arteta is desperate to deliver a win to ease some of the pressure on his shoulders. With Partey fit once again, having recovered from an ankle injury suffered in pre-season, the Arsenal boss hopes the midfielder can have a key role to play. He has been missed for the last year or so, because he missed almost 6 months of competition last year, which is a lot, because he came very late as well in the transfer window, Arteta said when asked how big a role Partey can play this season. He is a player that has to be one of the leaders, he has to be the boss in midfield and one of the senior players that has to carry responsibility out of the young players and lead. We have been missing that big time. He is a player that has that winning culture, because he has won a lot in the game already, and to have these kind of players in the team is extremely important. So he has got a huge role to play in the team. Mikel Arteta really hopes Thomas Partey will back to play well against Norwich City on Saturday to help Arsenal get the first 3 points in this season. Arsenal are keeping tabs on Sassuolo winger Domenico Berardi, according to reports. The 27-year-old scored 17 goals, his fourth double-figure campaign in the Italian top flight of his career, whilst also providing a further 8 assists. Domenico Berardi was linked with a move to the Emirates during the summer. And now Calcio Mercato are reporting the winger has asked to leave the club. The 20-cap Italy man and Euro 2020 winner is rumoured to be valued at around £30 million by his club, and could be put up for sale either in January or next summer. Martin Odegaard wants Arsenal to qualify for Europe this season and win the Premier League in a couple of years. Martin Odegaard believes Arsenal can seal a return to European football this season and can go on to win the Premier League within a couple of years. Odegaard rejoined Arsenal on a permanent basis from Spanish giants Real Madrid in the summer, after spending the second half of a disappointing 2020-21 campaign at the Emirates. The Gunners have started the new season with 3 successive defeats against newly promoted Brentford, Chelsea and Manchester City, and face Norwich on Saturday in desperate need of points. Despite the club currently finding themselves bottom of the league, the Norwegian international believes that the squad is good enough to get back into Europe this term after missing out altogether last campaign. We want to get back to European football this season, that would be important for the players, for the club, for the fans, and then hopefully with time win trophies and win the Champions League and win the league within a couple of years, he told Sky Sports. That's from everyone, this club needs to be at the top and needs to play European football, we haven't discussed it much but that's just how it should be at this club and that's the standard. Failure to win against Norwich on Saturday would add further pressure on Gunners boss Mikel Arteta, with reports circulating that the Arsenal board are already looking at potential replacements should results not improve. Everton planning to revive attempts to sign Arsenal's Ainsley Maitland-Niles in January. Everton are set to return their attempts to sign Ainsley Maitland-Niles in January after seeing a move for the versatile Englishman blocked by Arsenal this summer. Maitland-Niles, who spent the second half of last season on loan at West Brom, has struggled to find a place in the team at the Emirates since the arrival of current boss Mikel Arteta. The Toffees wanted the England international on a season-long loan with an option to buy this summer, but will now try to secure a permanent move once the window reopens, according to ESPN. After seeing a bid from the Merseyside club knocked back on deadline day, the 24-year-old took to social media to urge the Gunners to let him leave, saying, "All I wanna do is go where I'm wanted and where I'm gonna play." Speaking on Thursday, Arteta confirmed that he has since sat down for clear-the-air talks with Maitland-Niles and believes the matter is now behind them. Despite the talks, it is understood that Maitland-Niles still wants to leave the club, and with his contract set to expire in 2023, Arsenal may have to look to sell him as soon as possible in order to get a substantial fee. The Gunners play host to Norwich on Saturday as they continue to look for their first points of the new Premier League season, but it remains to be seen whether Maitland-Niles will get a chance to impress.